Hello. I have viewed many videos on peptides, as many of you likely have. And rather than get my information from just YouTube, bro science, or just anecdotal evidence, I chose to examine the available research directly. This video presents my findings, and I have listed sources below. So what is Retatrutide? Retatrutide is an experimental drug being developed by Eli Lilly. It acts on 3 hormones: GIP, GLP-1, and glucagon. The goal is to reduce appetite and boost metabolism. It's important to note that it is not FDA approved and is still in clinical trials. So what type of drug is it? Retatrutide is a triple hormone receptor agonist. It's primarily being studied for obesity and overweight treatment. So how does it work? Well, GIP, glucose-dependent insulinotropic peptide. It stimulates insulin release after eating. And GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, also boosts insulin secretion, slows gastric emptying, and reduces appetite. Glucagon helps regulate blood sugar and metabolism. By combining these 3 pathways, Retatrutide aims to intensify weight loss compared to single pathway drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro. So for the Phase 2 trials, participants lost an average of 24% of their initial weight. In the Phase 3 trials, obese adults with knee osteoarthritis lost nearly 30% of their body weight. And that was in 68 weeks. And many of them reported reduced knee pain. Retatrutide helps with knee pain specifically by reducing your body weight, which puts less stress on your joints. It also reduces your inflammatory markers, which contribute to pain and decreased mobility. Clinical trials show that it can both lower body weight and directly improve knee pain and physical function. Retatrutide will most likely be FDA approved in 2027. Phase 3 trials are expected to finish the first quarter of 2026. GLP-1 drugs, like all other new drugs, must complete the full FDA approval pathway. That includes preclinical studies, Phase 1, Phase 2, and at least 2 large Phase 3 trials. The FDA usually requires multiple Phase 3 trials to ensure safety. That's to check for basic safety and avoid toxicity. Phase 1 is usually 20 to 100 participants. It focuses on safety, dosage, and how the drug is metabolized. Participants are usually healthy volunteers or patients with the target condition. Phase 2 is usually 100 to 300 people. The purpose of this is to test the efficacy, how well it works, and also continue monitoring safety. Phase 2 helps determine the optimal dosing. Phase 3 studies are usually 1,000 to 3,000 people, sometimes larger. These are large, randomized control trials to confirm effectiveness and monitor side effects. For GLP-1 drugs, at least 2 Phase 3 trials are generally required. These trials typically last 1 to 2 years and include endpoints like weight loss, HbA1c reduction, cardiovascular outcomes, and safety. After successful Phase 3 trials, Eli Lilly will submit a new drug application. Some side effects are dysesthesia. Some side effects are dysesthesia. It's abnormal skin feelings, abnormal sensations. Bone fractures are also listed in the side effects. So this is where you got to be careful. Rapid weight loss can reduce bone mineral density, making your bones weaker. There are also hormonal effects. The hormones influence the bone's metabolism. GLP-1 agonist may reduce bone turnover, and glucagon activity can increase bone reabsorption activity. The decreased appetite can also lead to lower intake of calcium, vitamin D, and protein. All of those are critical for bone health. The fracture information was from Phase 2 and 3 studies. There was a small but noticeable increase in bone fractures, and that of course is compared to placebo. It wasn't extremely common, but it was common enough for it to be listed as a safety signal. To mitigate side effects, you're going to want to lose weight slowly. You're going to make sure you're taking vitamins and getting proper nutrition. Even though you're not hungry, you need to force yourself to eat. Doing resistance training will help you hold on to that muscle, and it will also help keep your bones strong. For high-risk patients, there's bone density scans. There have also been kidney issues. That's also most likely caused by losing weight too fast. So Retatrutide is shown to be more effective than Ozempic. Some of the side effects might be worse, like nausea. It is still experimental. Research peptides, of course, still have all the risks. Retatrutide's most common side effects are gastrointestinal. So you can have either diarrhea or constipation, stomach pains, vomiting, nausea. There's also reported some cardiovascular issues such as increased pulse and occasional arrhythmias. There have been reported metabolic changes, temporary liver enzyme elevations, and skin sensitivity. These can often be mitigated by gradual dose escalation. Start off at 1 or 2 milligrams and work your way up. It's important to take vitamins and to keep hydrated. Serious but rare risks include pancreatitis, gallbladder disease, and thyroid concerns. So nausea, all of these are dependent on the dose. So a lower dose has much less side effects than a higher dose. And to be honest, you really don't need to go higher than 8 milligrams. At that point, the return on investment is not there. Patients experience nausea 14 to 60% of the time, but like I said, depends on the dose. Vomiting 3 to 26%, diarrhea 9 to 20%, constipation 6 to 16%. These typically occur during escalation and often improve after 4 to 8 weeks. It's also interesting that the placebo group experienced all the same issues. So cardiovascular risks, resting heart rate increased 5 to 10 beats per minute, peaking around week 24. There were occasional arrhythmias, 4 to 14% reported these. They're usually mild. As far as liver enzymes go, there were mild transient ALT and AST elevations in around 1% of patients. Skin sensitivity was reported in about 7% of patients, and that's pain or sensitivity to heat and touch. Others reported fatigue, abdominal discomfort, and headaches. The serious ones again, acute pancreatitis. The symptoms are severe abdominal pain, nausea and vomiting, also gallbladder disease. You'll have pain after eating, especially fatty meals, and you'll have jaundice. Thyroid tumors, this is for all GLP-1 drugs. There's a risk of thyroid tumors. There can also be severe allergic reactions, swelling, rash, difficulty breathing. If you experience any of these severe side effects, you need to go to the hospital. The best way to mitigate the side effects is to just go slow with the dosage. In conclusion, Retatrutide is highly effective in weight loss, but comes with a higher incidence of GI-related side effects, and that's compared to semaglutide or tirzepatide. Most side effects are manageable with slow titration, diet, hydration, and monitoring, but rare, serious risks demand vigilance. Because it is still in the experimental phase with the FDA, it's important to be careful. Like me personally, I'm weighing the risks of being overweight versus the risks of the drug. Oftentimes being overweight has much worse side effects and health risks